And on this episode of Are You High Right Now? We have this from World of Real. Pixar's Elio overhauled, rewrites, director swap, and a $300 million budget. It is. I was gonna say it has to be. There's no way that anything comes close. The most expensive Pixar movie ever, and it's gonna lose a massive amount of money. I think it's been projected for the first weekend about $40 million. They're saying it's going to be a low 40 if anything. And is this the worst looking movie of all time? No. No, 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 not even close. I just don't know anything about this movie. I have seen so many trailers. Disney Plus is pushing this thing. Every single commercial is an Elio thing. I'm noticing it on a lot of streaming sites. This movie is being pushed on every single one. And every time I see this movie, I'm not getting a plot. I have no idea. I really don't do a lot of research into movies. I don't know if you know that about me. I try to go into a movie as blind as possible. Obviously, the internet spoils things for me, and I might do a video or two on something, but in the end, I don't go out of my way to do deep dives into a thing before I see it. I have no idea what the plot of this movie is. Also, with the same conversation with the movie Sinners, I have never seen the trailer for Sinners that wasn't talking about the Rotten Tomatoes score. I didn't realize that it was a movie about vampires. Honestly, I thought it was just like a slave-based movie, and that was it. I didn't realize until recently that, oh, it's about vampires. So in Elio, the only thing I know about is that this kid gets abducted by aliens, and I think they think that he is the spokesperson for Earth or something, and that's it. That's all I know about this movie. But $300 million. There is no way, no way at all, it's gonna make anything close to that. To make money for this movie, we got to first double the budget to cover theater costs. So right there, that may be around 600 million. So it's got to get 600 million just to get the cost of budget with theater costs. Then you got to tack on at least $100 million because Disney marketing budgets are about $100 million each this time. So we're talking, it's got to clear $700 million before it begins to make its money back. How? How? How did Bob Iger allow this to happen? That's what I truly wonder. Because right now I have another video coming out about Bob Iger. He's upset with Kevin Feige about the slate of Marvel movies coming out. How there's really not that many movies coming out. Just I think we got Fantastic Four, and then we got nothing for almost a year or something like that, leading us into Doomsday. And Doomsday might be two movies, and I think Spider Man comes out around that time too. So we're gonna go for the first time in a long time about long months and months and months without a Marvel movie. So I wonder if the superhero fatigue is going to be gone by that point. But again, back to Bob Iger, he has to know about everything before it happens, right? Like there's no way that Pixar, they're Disney, so they don't operate independently. Bob has to sign off on things, right? And you're telling me that a $300 million movie? I mean, after, yeah, I say it so many times. After Godzilla minus one, $15 million budget, one of the greatest movies I've ever seen. There is no excuse ever again that a movie should be anything more than $20 million. From what I'm seeing, I think Zoe Sandalo is going to be in this movie. Is she does Disney think that she's a draw? Yes, yes, she's the first actress or actor to ever be in like four movies that grossed $1 billion. Infinity War, Endgame, Avatar 1 and 2. So, good for her. But was she the reason why those movies made so much money? No. No. She is the absolute worst part of Avatar. And the direction they gave her is probably just, we want you to scream like an unhinged lunatic. That I could not stand the end of Avatar 2. I was like, please, please shut this woman up. But to this article, it says the studio was hit hard by the COVID-19 pandemic, with films like Soul, Luca, and Turning Red skipping theater releases entirely and heading straight to Disney Plus. This was one of the worst things that Disney has ever done. Financially, one of the worst things the company has ever done. Now, if you go to Epcot, to where they have the concert and stuff like that, I believe there's still pictures of Soul everywhere. They're still doing things with Soul. It was a movie. I hated the ending. I'll get into that another day. I really really hated the end of that movie. I think it just destroyed everything it built up. But it could have made money. I believe it came out on Christmas Day or something like that. I think Disney tried to package it as, hey, here's our gift to you guys, our loyal fans. Probably after the Gina Carano thing, but you should have waited. Everyone knew it was the pandemic was gonna end eventually and theaters would open and stuff like that. So you had three movies. Luca's might be Luca's probably one of the best movies Disney has done in a very long time. It's probably the best modern Disney movie they have ever done. And Turning Red, you walk around the parks, there's a lot of people with Turning Red stuff. Backpacks, stuffed animals. You go in the shops, there's a lot of stuff at Turning Red. Was it a good movie? I actually enjoyed it a lot. I enjoyed it way more than I thought it was going to. So all three of those movies, I'm not saying they would have been billion-dollar movies. They would have changed the landscape of cinema forever. But they would have made money. Luca, they buried that movie. One day it just showed up on Disney Plus, and that was it. No promotion, no countdown, no nothing. You go around the parks. I saw one thing of Luca. I don't even see any toys of Luca or stuffed animals or any merchandise at all at any of the Disney parks. I saw one time they had a chalk drawing by Italy during one of the festivals. And I went 2 weekends in a row. One weekend it was there, the next weekend it was gone. That's all I ever seen of Luca in a Disney, any park whatsoever. Goes on to say, meanwhile, Lightyear turned out to be a significant commercial and critical disappointment. Lightyear was one of the worst movies. It's kind of crazy. I say that so often now, though. It's always with Disney stuff. Lightyear was one of the worst movies of the year. By far. It did everything wrong. If you didn't see the movie, here is the plot. Buzz Lightyear needs to learn how to work together with other people. That's the movie. Buzz Lightyear, who was the greatest space ranger of all time, needs to learn to work together with a ragtag group of misfits that can't do anything right. You had an animated movie that led into an animated TV show that was very popular. And the plot of the movie was Buzz needs to travel through space and time to help a stranded settlement that he's on with the help of his robotic cat friend, and then later goes into the future and hangs out with his co-pilot's uh, daughter that they conceived somehow because it was two moms, and somehow the ragtag group of misfits, and also Zurg is Buzz of the future, and the reason why his name is Zurg is because all the robots can't pronounce his name. But yeah, that's the movie. That's the movie that you put in theaters. But Luca, one of the greatest movies that Disney's done in a very long time, Soul would have been a massive box office success, and Turning Red, a damn good movie. Those things, you buried them on Disney Plus. But Lightyear, gets to see the light of day? No. Terrible, terrible, terrible idea. And with Elio, this thing has gone through, it was delayed from March 2024 to June 2025. It had a director change, it had all these. How many rewrites could this thing have possibly happened? It says it experienced a major upheaval throughout its lengthy development, to the point where the budget tipped towards $300 million. If you have to get to $300 million, I mean, we've can't. WB has canceled things for less. They got rid of the Batgirl movie. They got rid of what was it, Wile E. Coyote versus Acme or something like that. Like places can scrap a movie and get a tax refund. This should be one of those movies. Again, I'm not saying that Elio's going to be a bad movie. It looks like a really, really, really childish movie, but am I going to say it's the worst thing ever made? Probably not. It looks very, very average. Could be fun. I have no idea what's going on with the eye patch. If anything, when I see something like that, it makes me think, was the goal of this movie to have eye patch representation? I don't know. That's just kind of how Disney works these days. But $300 million. Once you cross $100 million, I think a conversation needs to be had. A conversation of, where are we realistically going to be with this movie? Is this going to be the biggest top grossing animated movie of all time? Is it going to be something that's going to be beloved for decades, and our children's children are going to be talking about this movie still? Or is it just going to be one of the biggest box office flops of all time? And you know what? It's going to be that. I don't see this thing, like I said, it's got to cross $700 million just to break even. Just to begin to break even. And there is no way this movie can do that. Minecraft found a way to be a massive success when the thing looked terrible. It's because it was Minecraft. You had a built-in audience already. You had a built-in audience of millions and millions of people that still play this game religiously. Elio does not have that. Disney has lost so many people over the years. And it shows. It shows. And with this movie, $300 million, it's a matter of how much money are they going to lose. And they must know that by. If I'm sitting here right now in my underwear telling you about how much money this movie's going to lose, people that are being paid hundreds of millions of dollars a year to run these companies and sitting around in suits all day, they must know. But in the end, what do you guys think about that?
Are there signs or just empty air? Are you up there watching, or just not there? People break into groups when the lights overhead. One finds faith.